All right, so we want to make sure that we know our Samoan structure, and here is what we're going to do is just review the quiz right here. So the beautiful sun, how will we say that in Samoan?
Ole la matangofie.
Exactly, yep. Ole la matangofie. Ole la matangofie. Oh, sorry. I didn't know people were waiting. Ole la matangofie. Sorry, I'm trying to let somebody in here. Okay, yep. So ole la matangofie. So remember, we start our noun phrases with the O, because anytime we identify anything, if we see something, it don't matter what it is, if it doesn't have an action, we haven't got to actions yet. So everything that we see or that we identify is going to have an O. So O, and then le, and le is like the, not like, but it is the. So we're saying the singular thing. Ole la is sun. And then when we describe the sun, in English we say it before, but in Samoan we're going to say our adjectives after. Almost every time the adjective goes after. So we're going to describe sun after. So matangofie, matangofie. So matangofie means like magnificent or beautiful, or the magnificent sun. So, and sometimes people ask like, what's the difference between like aurele and beautiful? I mean, in matangofie. Matangofie, I guess, is if it's like bigger than the aurele. Yeah, I don't know, but like usually when you're speaking, when I hear things that are bigger, like beyond like the beauty of something that's sitting right in front of me, like something that you can't describe, then it would be like matangofie. But if you're just talking like, a beautiful, beautiful house, beautiful car, beautiful, person, then, you might say aurele. But matangofie is like, when you're talking about sun and heaven and, earth, that kind of thing. Okay, great. How about his angry dog? His angry dog.
Ola not. I don't know how to say dog, but Ola not ita.
Okay, so you said olena ita.
Yeah,
Okay, and then
but I don't
dog
know
would
how to
be
say dog part.
maile. Yeah, so yeah, maile. So maile. So maile. So where would we put the maile?
Before ita.
Before ita. Okay, so yep. So you got that. So ole maile. Oh, I'm sorry. Olena maile ita. Did you say lena or you say something else?
I say lena.
Okay, so lena means like that. And we'll get to that. We haven't talked about lena, lene, lela, and this, that, these, and those. But so that this would be lena is going to be would mean like that. So but his, her, and it means they're all said in the same way. In Samoan, you only really know by context. So what's the word for his? Does anybody know? Oh, it's in the
Langa.
chat. Langa, yep, langa or lana, yep. So we would just this would be olana maile ita. Okay, so his olana, and then dog angry, his dog angry. But in Samoan, when we that's the way that we say it in Samoan. So olana maile ita. But when we we say, this is his, and then we have our dog, and then angry, because we were describing the dog as angry, so it has to come after maile, our main noun. Okay. There was something in the chat. I think I lost it. Could you please check for, okay? Oh, okay, yeah, there's a few people. Sorry. Let me let these people in, and then thank you so much for letting me know that. All right, they didn't miss that much, I don't think. All right, so welcome to the people that came back or joined. Her Samoan spouse. How would we say that? Anybody know? Let me see. Someone said, Malo.
Olana Tolu Samoa.
Olana to Alua. Yep. To Lua Samoa. Awesome. So, and sometimes, I mean, some people say it will be Lona. Well, I mean, we haven't gotten into O class and A class, and so that's fine. Could you change the font? I don't know how to do that. I'll try to do it. I'll try to do it. Yeah, you know what, the color. It's the color part, huh? Maybe white. Ooh, black. Okay. Yeah, so Olana to Alua Samoa. So some people, when we're talking about spouses, they'll say it's an O class or A class. But right now, today, this week, as long as you got you know, as long as you say Lana or Lona, that's fine. This is good. So that's debatable. But this is, to me, this is correct. That's a great job. So Olana to Alua Samoa. So to Alua is a spouse, okay? And then how do you describe the spouse? It's a Samoan spouse. So we describe, or you know, we put our adjective after the main noun, to Alua, spouse. So her, it is her spouse Samoa, or is her Samoan spouse. My easy class. Oh, I'm sorry, someone said had a question. Okay, so my easy class. How do we say that?
Olau Vasenga Mafanofi.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Olau. Oh, okay. I'll write what you said, and then we're gonna come back. Olau, and then you said Basenga.
Vasenga.
Baingofie. Baingo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Okay, so there's only one thing with this one, is that this would be like your. So what do we need to change on this one?
Give it like a
Give it the glottal stop.
stop.
A glottal stop. Yeah. So Lao is gonna be your, and then this is my. So Lau is my, and then Lao is your. So that's like I said, these taofi right here, the glottal stops are as important as like a letter. Okay, but again, you know, a lot of people don't even really they don't write them out like online and stuff. So you know, new speaking Samoans or people who want to learn Samoan, they don't know the difference. Even like that one popular song that's going around right now. It's he sounds like he's saying your. He said I gave you your heart. He said, I dedicate this to my lady. Wait, how does that song go? Yeah. It'll come to me. I can't remember right now. But if you're on TikTok, you know, like there's this one song that's is really popular right now. I'll get off of that. So, but La'u and Lo'u is different. La'u with the Taofi is mine. Lao is your, okay? Lao is your, okay? So this last one is a happy baby. A happy baby. How do we say that?
Osepepe fia fia.
Yep. Osepepe fia fia. Awesome. And that's all it is to it. So we have Osepepe. This is a baby. And then fia fia is happy. And that's all it is. Okay. So great job. Great job. So oh dang, there's people waiting. Okay. Let me while they're okay, yeah, they're coming in. We're gonna go to the next slide. I'll do that one. I'll say okay, so now this noun equals that noun. We got into it last time, but I just want to make sure that everybody understands it. If we say something like Olo'uingoa, okay, if I say my name and then O Sammy, or if I say Olo'uingoa o Viliamu, then I'm saying my name. So this is one noun phrase. This is a whole noun phrase right there. And then I connect it to this one, O Sammy. Or you can just insert your name if you want to make it understandable more. O Sammy, O Viliamu, Ovao, Oesh. Just put your name right there. So we're taking two noun phrases and then we make them equal to one another. So my name is William. My name or Ashley. We're just making them equal one another. So that's this slide right here. So Ingoa is name. Oh yeah, you guys know this one. And then Sammy is just a name. Okay. Au means I or me. So if I say Oau, I ole tangata aonga. So tangata is a person, aonga is school. Tangata aonga together is like, a student. Kameki aonga or tameti aonga would be like a kid in school. So, but everyone here is grown up, so we'll just say tangata, like a person, a student. So I am a student. Oau, I, and then ole tangata aonga. The student. I am the student. If I were to say oau o se, so remember our limiters. So if I say se, I am a student. But here on this one it's saying oau ole tangata aonga. I am the student. Maybe I'm the specific student that you're looking for and all of that. Okay. Ole ingu ovai. So the drink, okay, and then ovai is water. The drink is water. Okay, the drink is water. Ovai. There's a few different ways to translate that, but I want to try to keep it as literal as possible so we don't lose anybody. Oletene lena. So we just talked about lena. Lena means that. So oletene lena. So oletene is girl, so that girl, and then osetene aulele, so is a beautiful girl. That's a beautiful girl. That girl is a beautiful girl. So you see how we just take two noun phrases and they both equal one another. Okay, so one phrase equals another. And if this is your first week, it might. Hopefully we're not going too fast, but we're basically just taking one noun phrase to equal another noun phrase. Now, here's another way to connect noun phrases with the word ma. I know, well, I won't say I don't know. If you've been around the Samoan language even for 30 minutes, you probably hear somebody say, ole tama, male tene, male this, male that, they're connecting different subjects that they see with the word ma. So the word ma in Samoan is going to be is equal to and. So if I say oletama, it is the boy, maletene, and the girl, masemaile, and a dog. I don't know whose dog that is. They just got a dog. So it is the boy. We whoever I'm talking to knows who the boy is because I said le. Maletene, and the girl because I'm talking about the specific girl. Maletene, masemaile. I don't know the dog. So anytime as you see a se instead of a le, there's a question there. Even if I'm not asking a question, I don't know, the dog. The dog just happens to be there. Or letama maletene masemaile. So it's the boy and the girl and a dog. I don't know whose dog. Or se uso. Now here we say early on in a sentence, we can word these any kind of way, same way like in English. Or se uso. Anyone knows what this means right here?
A brother.
Yep, it's a brother. It's a brother, or it could be a sister. If it's a woman talking, or if it's a girl talking, it could be a sister. It just depends. But in this one, we say or se uso malona tua fafine. So and her girl. So it's gonna be so it is a brother and his sister tua fafine. So a boy or a man is gonna refer to his sister sibling as tuafafine. He's not gonna call her an uso. So o se uso malona tufafine. Excuse me. Malona tina. That's supposed to be, a fatma mafa over the A right there. So this is a brother and his sister and his mother. O se uso malona tufafine malona tina. The main point here is that we're connecting things with the ma. The ma just means and. Okay. And then we have and stop me at any time if you have any questions or say something in the chat. Ola ta'avale sama. And so this is my yellow car and his blue car and your skateboard. So I didn't know the word for skateboard. So ola ta'avale sama malana ta'avale lanu moana mala skateboard. So the main thing here to take out of this is that we're just connecting the phrases, one noun phrase with another with the word ma. That's it. So if you got that, you're in great shape. Let's see if there's no questions. All right. So and then the next thing is epe. Epe. Epe, you're gonna hear like in a lot of songs. In Samoan songs, you're gonna hear like in poems, poetry, and then also like whenever you're comparing, this is like that, that's like that. It's also a conjunction, like it'll connect one phrase to another. So if I say ole tama e pe ose toyaina, so toyaina is like a elder. It just depends on who's saying it. An elder, an old man. It's like a older kind of person. So the boy is like, oh, I'm sorry. The boy or litama is like or similar to osetoyaina. Okay, so we're connecting these phrases. So epe, the only thing different here is we just add epe, epe. So oletama epe osetoyaina. Oh yeah, I just said what that meant. Olela epe olofofonga. Fofonga is face. And then anybody knows what this said before I go through the whole thing? Olela epe olofofonga. This would be like some game kind of stuff, I guess you would say. Okay. So olela is the sun. It is the sun. And then epe is like olofofonga. It's like your face. The sun is like your face. I guess that might work for some people. So olela epe olofofonga. Okay. And then we have oleawala epe omanga. This one's a little bit different because everything else has been actually I want to say, does anyone know what this means by chance? Oleawala epe omanga.
Is the road too many mountains, too hills?
Yeah, close. Yeah, you're pretty much, like mountains. The road is like mountains. So, and yep, the road. So awala is a street or a road. Okay. And we're talking about the specific road because we have a limiter before the road. Ole awala. And then is like epe and then omanga. And the reason this is the first time on any of these that I use a plural, I think. So because there's no limit. If there's no limit in front, then it makes it plural because I'm not saying le, I'm not saying se. If I were to say ni, that is like some mountains. Remember ni and I, some people might say ni, ongima, or ongimanga. A lot of people might say that actually. But if I were to say omanga just by itself, it just means mountains. So the road is like, the mountains or mountains. The road is like mountains. All right. So we're right at the 30 mark. We're right on time. Okay, we're gonna do this activity. I'm gonna go through it real quick, like together. If you don't want to do, get in a group, it's okay. Just hang out in the the main room, but this is how it's gonna go. All right. So I'm gonna break you guys into the groups, right? And then once you get into the groups, it's gonna be like maybe 3 or 4 people in the group, depending on how many people hang around. So you get in your group, you're gonna say Talofalawa or Talofalawa go, however you want to say it, okay? And basically you're just saying hello, and then just introduce yourself. So we did that before, remember? So and then to introduce yourself, you say Olo'ingo o Sasa, Olo'ingo o Sasa. And then you just say, it's my turn. I mean, there's several other ways to say it, but we're gonna keep it simple. We'll just say Ola Uteni, Ola Ukeni. So, and here's the script right here. And I'm also gonna pull it up while you guys are in your group so that you'll be able to see it. Hopefully you can see it. But I did oh yeah, here it is. Let me get the actual link. So I'm gonna put the link in your chat, and here's the whole script to everyone. Okay, so you should have that in your chat. If everything, you guys don't see nothing, you should be able to see that. All right, so you get in your group, you say, Talofalawa or Talofalawa ya go, Olo'ingo o Viliamu, Ola Okemi, or Ola Temi. So it's my turn. So what I'm gonna do is just put, there'll be, if you click on that link that's in the chat, you're gonna see several pictures. All I want you to do is just make your let me go to the actual slide. Okay, yeah, all I want you to do is take turns reading your statements out loud to your group. So you're gonna look at a picture and just make an observation. And all we're doing is we're just trying to find something. You could say ole tina. That's it. So you put your subject phrase down, or if you wanted to say ole tina male kenkiki, or I'm sorry, ole tina male tenititi, ole kinga male kenkiki. So all we're doing is let me go back to our, oh no, it's right up here. So we're gonna put together I must have copied the wrong thing. So just okay, I messed that part up. So basically just in your group, make a subject phrase, just identify one thing. It doesn't matter what it is. There's several slides on here. I don't want to mess up you guys stuff. So just look at it, and then if you want to say like ole fungala ao epe, or say whatever you want to say, just put that together on your thing. But look at these pictures and put them together. Let's take about 8 minutes. I see some people like jetting out, but let's just take a few minutes to do this. It's just an exercise. I never did this before, but I'm trying to get you guys to engage. So we're gonna get in our breakout rooms right now. And then if you don't know the word, just say Oleale Bufasa Momo. And this is basically what is the Samoan word for, okay? And then if somebody knows, you just say, like for example, if I say Oleale Bufasa Momo girl, and then someone says o tenetiti, okay, something like that. And then once you put out, once everybody goes around in their group and you're done, just say ya uma, and then hopefully someone in the group just says that yeah, or everybody, you guys just say ya malo le tama fight. Malo just means like congratulations or good, and then tama fight means effort or good effort, good try. Does anyone have any questions on this? Like I said, this is my first time doing this part. I just want to, do this exercise to get you guys to kind of do the exchange. No questions? How about, let me, Tepasi. Did I say, pronounce it correctly? Your mic isn't on. I mean, your mic is on, so. Can you hear me?
What'd you say?
Okay, so can we do a just one example for everybody? So it's just me and you in a group, right? So if I say, yeah, talo for talo for lava, o lo ingo o viliamu, o la taimi. So now, okay, someone said, yeah, it's pretty straightforward, but we'll do this thing. So one example. So I go to this thing. So Matafanga would be a beach. And all I'm gonna say is even if you don't know the word, you have to look it up on Google. So I say Ole Matafanga. It is the beach. And then if I say that's one of my phrases. The next phrase I'll say Ole Ole Tama Maletene. If that's my next one. That's it. And then after I'm done with that, I'll just say yeah, Uuma. And then someone says, yeah, my Lola Tama fight. Then the next person, Talo Falava, that'll be Komi. Komi say, does everybody get that? So we're just getting our groups and we're just looking at stuff on the picture to identify so that you can exchange with another person. Everyone get that? Okay, we're just gonna try it. We'll do it for 5 minutes and then we'll just come together after that. And then we're gonna get into doing verbs. So verbs is where a lot of people that's where it feels like you're really speaking Samoan, but we'll get into our breakout rooms right now and we'll meet back together at 42 after the hour, 42. So, okay, the rooms are open. Three seconds. All right, so that didn't go as smooth as I thought, and that was all my fault. I thought that I kind of broke the groups up, but anyway, let's just do. Does anyone have any? We'll just read out a few of these, and then we'll go on to our action phrases. Does anyone have any phrases that they came up just looking at these? And then again, you guys can log in and do this anytime. Any picture, anything that you see in life, you just put it in a subject phrase. And if you see one thing that's just like another, you want to say ose is just like that, or ole this is a pe ose that. So let's see, we got ole tane maleava, awesome, and ole tane maleava. All right, so we have, I would assume it's gonna be this one right here. So anyone knows what that means? You wanna translate that? Oletane maleapa. So we use the ma to connect. Oops, oletane maleapa. Okay, so we use this phrase and we connected it to that one. Anyone knows what this means?
So husband and wife?
The husband and wife, yep, the husband and wife. The husband and wife. And for time purposes, does anyone have well, yeah, let's do a couple more. Anyone have any others?
Yeah, with that same picture, or Luna
Okay.
Lima.
Olona Lima, okay. Is that Olona Lima? All right, awesome. Is this what you said? Yeah.
Yoi.
Oh, yeah. Yoi. So anyone knows what this means?
Hand, something hand. His hand?
His hand or her hand? Yep, her hand. So I guess I should have asked which one he was talking about. But so through context, when we say lona or lana, is we have to listen to the whoever we're talking about. If we're talking about a woman, it's gonna be lona lana. If we're talking about a man, it's gonna be lona lana. If we're talking about a turtle, it's gonna be lona lana. Just depending on which one. And we're gonna get into O class and A class. Somebody asked me a beautiful question over the weekend or yesterday about that. But for right now, if you use them interchangeably, it's okay. His or her hand. So either one. Someone said, "Oh, the Amalu." Oh, awesome. Anyone know what? So Ole Malu. So I think I can scroll while this is hanging out. Okay. Does anyone know which slide they're probably referring to if I say Ole Malu?
The umbrella.
Yeah, the umbrellas. Yeah. Well, specifically, what would this one say?
It is the umbrella.
Yeah, oh, yep, it is the umbrella. So we're talking about a singular. So if we were to say the umbrellas, okay. So I'm just only pointing this out just in case somebody doesn't know. So if we were to say the umbrella, I don't know if I spelled that right. Yeah, I think I did. The umbrella. Yep. Oh, yep. Oh, fa'amalu. Yep. And then the one that we have here, we said oops, ole fa'amalu. Fa'amalu. So what does this one read as? Ole fa'amalu.
It is the umbrella.
Yep, it is the umbrella, or it's like a lot of times we drop the "it is" in English translation, so we'll just say the umbrella. Singular. Oops. Great. So that's our exercise. Like just every day in life, if you just practice that, it's real easy to like slip out of Samoan thinking, but just maybe in the morning when things are slower, think of everything that you see and just do that as an exercise. Just ole ipu, ole if you don't know the word, just say ole microphone. I don't know the word for microphone in Samoan, so ole microphone, or ole guitarra, or whatever, or ole ole pasi, or whatever it is that you see, just identify it in the Samoan phrase. And if you see multiple things, connect it with the ma, right? If you see something that looks like this or that, connect it with e pe o se, right? So it's just things that you have to practice if you want to get it down. And if you have somebody to speak it with, that's even better. So let's since we only have 12 minutes left, let's go ahead to our new thing, and we're going to introduce oh, I don't know if you guys got to that part, but you're going to hear this phrase a lot, "Ma lole tama fight." And that's somebody saying like, yeah, great effort, great job. In translation, it kind of sounds condescending, like, if I did all that I could and somebody says, great try, but it don't mean like that in Samoan. In Samoan, it's like really like, man, that's a good effort. So don't take it. Everything doesn't translate. Sometimes if it translated, it hurts your feelings, but not in Samoan. If somebody tells you great try, they're saying like, really good effort. It doesn't matter about the world around you or whatever. You did your thing. So if somebody tells you "malole tama fight," "malole kama fight," that is as a compliment. Take it as a compliment. But I've heard people like, kind of break down like, "Oh, he just told me great effort." No, that was a compliment. All right. So in our last 10 minutes, we're going to introduce verb phrases. And so basically what we're doing is we're going to combine an action to the subject. So all this time we've been talking about, whatever it is we're looking at, or, whatever it is we're identifying. Now we have to give it an action. Okay. So, and the action is, in English is a verb. Okay. So if I were to say, that's just a review of what we already talked about. So if I were to say oa'u, oa'u is I went to the store. Or you guys see what I'm saying? Yeah, okay, you do. Okay, so I went to the store. The action is went. The action is went. So is went if past tense, future tense, or present tense, like right now?
Went past.
Past,
Past
it's a past tense, past tense. So a lot of people, including myself, this is what threw me off learning Samoan, is that I didn't know that we start with something that's called a tense marker. The tense marker is like, it just tells you whether we're talking about past tense or future. And then there's several different kind of tense markers between each, if, in the past, there's a couple of tense markers. In the future, there's a, it's kind of like one tense marker. And then in the present, there's, a few different tense markers. A tense marker just sets the time or the tense of the action, okay? And then the action itself is just any word that you look up. You go to Google right now, you look up run, tamoe, you look up walk, savan, look up to see, va'ai. Any action that you look up, that's pretty much what it is. But when you put it together with the tense, that's if it's past tense, we'll get into that. Let me move. So we have our tense markers, okay? This puts it like a e. If I were to say e, and any, let me give an action right here. Does anyone have an action for what this guy's doing right now?
Jump.
Jump also. Okay, so also. So if I were to say, so to jump, I mean, also means a few different kind of things, but if I were to say also, so jumps. So this is just what he does. He jumps. That's what this guy does. If I were to say te is like eh. We won't talk about this right now. I'll leave that alone. But te and e are pretty much the same. If I were to say ua, so this is really just kind of saying like I'm telling you about a recent change. I'm updating the listener on what happened. So let's just say, for example, he was standing here, and then you come back and you say, what happened to Larry? And then I say, also Larry, like he's jumped. He has jumped. He wasn't, when the last time you were here, he was just standing here, but now, also, he has jumped. So I'm updating you. So it's still present, but now I'm telling you what has happened. So also. So if you see what I'm doing here, I'm just putting the tense and then I'm putting the action. And I'll leave it at that for now. But someone having a question? Okay. So if olo'o is, this is what's currently happening right now. So if I say olo'o and then also, olo'o, also, and then when you're talking to people who speak fluent Samoan, they'll probably just say oh, as if it were a noun. Like, in here, we break it all the way out. They might just say also, right? But you'll hear it either way, you'll see it either way. But just for our class sake, we're gonna spell everything out. Olo'o means like if you were to add an ing on any verb. So if this guy is jump, okay, also. If I say olo'o also, then that is gonna be what?
Jumping.
Jumping. You just add the ing. Anytime you see the olo'o with any verb, it don't matter if it's savali, like savali is to walk. So walking, olo'o savali. If it's what did I say the first time? Tamoe, kamoe, however you want to say it, olo'o kamoe. So that is to run. If I say olo'o tamoe, then that is running. Anything, any verb, just put an ing after the olo'o. If you see olo'o and then the verb, just put an ing when you translate it. Okay, jumping. Okay, if I were to say sa is a past tense, but it's, remember when we say like ose osetene, osetama, ose awala. If I say it is a boy, it is a girl, it is a street, there's a question there. So it's like it's there's uncertainty. Same thing with na and sa. Same thing with na and sa. So if I say sa also. So I'm going into the past. So I'm saying I'm saying
Jump.
say again.
He jumped. So you add ed.
Yeah, well, yeah. So it's kind of like was jumping. Yeah. So was jumping. So it's like it's past tense. So we're going back into the past, or it could be jump or jumping or jump. Well, not was jump. Nobody says was jump. This is the hard part about translation because it's so if it's almost like if I were to say, what were you doing at 9:57 your time? Right. So I take you back to a very specific point in time, and I say at that point in time, I was jumping. So it's like an olo'o. Sa is like an olo'o, but it's in the past because I took you back in the past and I'm telling you what was happening. Okay. But if I were to say na, if I say na also, na also. So this is a definite time. There's this is like jumped. It's not was jumping. It's not you know the it's over with. The action is over and done in the past. So when I'm explaining my story, I just say jumped. Not you know na also. Okay, so I guess the pattern here, since we only have like a minute and a half left, just notice that these tense markers go right before the action. We don't do this in English, so a lot of people they just get lost. The last one, ole and a lot of sometimes people just shorten it to but in here we'll do the whole thing out. So if I were to say ole I don't have to pop my mouth thing over it. But I also, so what would this be? Just a guess. A future
Will jump.
Will jump. Yeah. So if you say see ole just put the will will jump. It doesn't matter what the verb is. We'll do this. We'll do that. We'll do that. Okay. So in this case, also we're gonna say ole also. And again, also means a few different things, but in this context, we're talking about jump. So also. All right. So does anyone have any questions? I guess we can stop right here, but does anyone have any questions on this? The main thing to remember is that if you can look, where's that thing? If you can look at a picture and just identify something, ole ipu, ole teine, ole macaroni, ose macaroni, or macaroni, like multiple macaronis. Like if you can do stuff like that in this week, then you're great. You're doing a great job. Ovai, olevai, stuff like that. That's great. And then going back to where's our thing? And then our verbs. If you can remember these tense markers, you take a tense, you combine it with an action. And this week, what I'll do is I'm gonna upload just different verbs. So it'll be a whole page of verbs, and then your tense markers. And there's also going to be a worksheet on there. We're going to start like with a quiz or something like that on Thursday. And you just match up tense markers with an action. And then what does it mean? So that's how we'll start on Thursday. If you have any questions, just hang around. And really appreciate you guys so much. You guys, I feel you guys really hungry for this stuff. Paso fuerte. Paso fuerte.
Yeah, so far.
Right?
Fat.
Paso
Oh,
fuerte.
Paso fuerte. One with the four. One with the so you over there, I see.
Yeah, malo Will. Hey Will.
Malo
Malo. One moment.
man, we have after y'all.
Yeah. Ilele mau. Oi. No, ma. Yeah. Hey, I thought the breakout group is good.
Okay. Oh, good. I thought I messed the whole thing up.
No, it's just like when I do breakout sessions like this for work. The first
Okay.
30 seconds, everyone's like, "Oh, who's gonna go first? Who's gonna go first?" But it was good, man. It was good.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the feedback. I appreciate that, man. Because I was like, man, I messed up. I should have made them smaller. But some groups, when it's too small, it's like, oh, I'm too shy. But when it's bigger, then it's like the ones that are more outspoken, they'll make up for it. But I never know because we're second week, so
Yeah.
I'm glad for that.
A suggestion, if it's helpful, when
Yes,
come out
please.
of the breakout, out of the breakout groups, and you kind of did it, right? But say, hey, group one, tell us something from your group. Group two, tell us something.
Ooh, okay,
Like put the ownership on the group to come back with something. Tell them before they go in, right? So that they know coming out. We're gonna go to each group, and each group is gonna say something with this one. But,
Man, that's good. I don't have my pen.
Yeah. And then Luna Law is I don't know, you may already have this app. I found it. The name is called Word. So Upu, WORD, Hippo, HIPPO.
Oh, Word Hippo. Okay.
Yeah. Have you seen that app before or used that?
I haven't seen the app, but I know of it. Yeah, I know of it.
Yeah, that one's been helping me too, because you can put in whole sentences in English and it will translate to Samoan. Or
Wait,
Yeah.
what's the thing?
put a whole Samoan English in.
Word
Huh?
Hippo, like a
Word
hippopotamus.
Hippo.
That's
Yeah.
on the app or is it a website?
It's a
It's an
website.
app.
It's an app.
Oh,
I have it as an app. Yeah, I have it as
I
an
didn't
app
know
on
that.
my phone,
That's
and it's
good.
It's free. So
Yeah.
you can put in, like if you want to know the Upu Samoan word, you put it in as English, and then
Mhm.
it'll kick it back out along
Is
with
it HIPPO?
HIPPO. It'll
Is
kick
it
out that
Hippo
word.
education?
Let me show you it on my phone.
Because it's probably not available in our country.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
See that?
I found it. If you're in America, it's word hippo. Yeah, it's like a
Word
pink
hippo.
hippo.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a
Yeah.
thesaurus and word reference.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Right. Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
It's
That's
fine.
it.
I just appreciate that because somebody gave a tip and I thought it was really good. And I'm gonna try this out with Samoan and maybe Spanish too. He was like, what he did to get better in his language, he said every day he made like 2 to 3 sentences, 5 if you want to, of random things he would say, and he just translated it to the language. And because sometimes you learn like sentences, but it's not how you talk,
Right.
like normal phrases you would say every day. And he said he did it every day for 90 days, just a new sentence that he would normally say or he wanted to learn. consistently, and it helped him get fluent. So being able to translate into that app would probably be a really good thing if you're just trying to, get some common phrases down pat just to practice.
Right, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. I know like so a lot of people ask me about Google. So Google is okay with the words, but I'm gonna check out Word Hippo, like you were saying, and just see but
Compare.
again, it's good just to know on your own, like the phrase structure to put
Yeah.
this stuff together, because if you if you don't know it and you just kind of like saying phrases like like code card phrases, then you don't really know. Well, I don't want to say that. Because everybody learns different. But if you check it out, go check that out. And it is definitely good to learn things that you say every single day, and say that. And that'll give you a
I
step
think I
ahead.
think it
That's
helps you
great.
translate in your brain faster too, because like even so I know more Spanish than any other language besides English, and
Mhm.
like I went to one of my friends' Mexican birthday parties, and even though I'm not fluent, me forcing myself to like learn certain phrases, when I heard certain words pick up, I was like, oh, I understand what's going on in this sentence. I might not know every other word. I might not get the full sentence structure. And even sometimes when I spoke back, it was not grammatically correct. But they understood what I was trying to say because I knew enough of the words, and I try to use phrases that I would use normally, and it kind of helps. Like it's just different because okay, so I know I haven't caught up with you in a minute. So I moved to the West Coast, and now like it's kind of different because I haven't been to class in a minute. So like even with Samoan, like hearing conversational Samoan, it's kind of it's kind of difficult if you don't know just even like common phrases and stuff, because you
Right.
miss out on a lot of the sentences like people say normally,
Right.
because you don't know a lot of the common, like of course talo falava malo wa mayoi, of course, but like after that
Yeah,
when
you get lost.
I get lost. Like I'm like, I don't know what anybody's saying. Like they can be saying anything to me. Like I met this Samoan on the bus the other day, and he was just like, he asked that I speak Samoan. I said, oh, he said it in Samoan, and I just put up because I'm used to Spanish. I just put up the little pinch sign like a little bit, and he said back to me how to say a little bit, and I don't remember what he said. And then he
Right.
asked me if I was Afakasi or Meuli, and I understood that because we've had those conversations before, so I understood that,
Mhm.
and it was just like after that, I was like, we got to switch back to English because I don't know what's going on because I
Right.
don't know enough of like the conversational Samoan to like really go toe to toe with anybody, so it's just
Right.
like.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
like a deer in the headlights.
yeah. So I mean, in here, it's mainly just the practice. So get the
Yeah.
basics down to here, and then if you meet people like that, it's awesome to go back and forth, keep in touch with them. Text them, or like conversate on have conversations with them on the phone. But anytime you can meet somebody that you can actually use the language with, because in here it's going to be Tuesday, Thursday. Most people most people they won't use it again until Tuesday, Thursday, the next Tuesday, Thursday. It's not gonna
Well,
be
what I'm
that.
trying to do, I didn't know there was a lot of security companies own from like Samoan dudes own like 3 or 4 out here. And somebody was trying to get me on. I didn't know they were all Samoan owned, but I'm like, if I get in with them, that'll be a little more practice, because like I told you, when I was on the East Coast, I had no practice. It was literally
Right.
Tuesdays, Thursdays, and I had to like survive until
Right.
the next class. So, I'm having random encounters. Trust me, they're very random. but I think it's better than nothing at this point, you know?
Right, right.
Yeah.
Someone asked about the slides. I'm gonna upload the slides for this week up to you know, 2 week, whatever week we're in right now, along with the videos as well. So everything will be on this week. So
What did
yeah,
y'all do
Matt,
last week? Cause I missed I missed the whole week.
last week, that was week 1. Was that week 1?
Yeah.
Or week 2? Okay, yeah, week 1, it was just we did pronunciation and like an introduction to, you know, identifying stuff. And today it was more so like it's kind of solidifying, okay, ole, you know, or the calculator, or you know, or you know, ole ufi, or you know, we're just identifying things. So, but we did take a different approach this time because
But I'm glad
now I'm
you
just
did
kind
the breakout rooms because you've been avoiding them for a minute. You really
well,
didn't
no,
want to bring
like
them back.
well, every time I did, people like they were like, "Oh, they didn't work because nobody talked." It's just it depends on the group dynamics. So
Yeah.
if the group dynamics wants to speak, then that's good. So
I just
but
think we need a longer time because I think it was like 6 in the group. And I
okay,
think me and
that
somebody
was
else
my
didn't
fault.
get to go
Yeah, that
because
was my
we
fault.
ran out of time. So
Yeah, that was
maybe
my
just,
fault.
yeah,
The
just
groups
make
are
it a little
supposed to be
longer.
smaller. Yeah, the
Yeah, but
groups.
people were participating because I wasn't
Okay,
here when people weren't, but people were actually participating. So I
okay,
think this is probably a good group for it.
okay.
Just a little longer probably next time.
Awesome.